Welcome, everybody. This is Dr. Stephanie Carter, and I'm here with day 12 of The Power of Vision. Here, The Power of Vision. All right, now I left off on the last show, the last episode, talking about indecisiveness and that it is a vision killer. If you are not focused on the vision that God gave you and you can't decide, you can't get started because you're like, well, I'm not sure what I should do. You just need to start, because the more indecision that you have, the more you're going to lose the vision that is on the inside of you. So I want to read you a statement here. Many of us make a shopping list before we go to the store, but few of us make a list of what we want for our lives. That is so true. I bet you, everyone watching this, you don't have a list for your life of what you want to do. And you need to. So you need to create that. That's a great, great, great statement. Myles Munroe says in this book, he goes, I am committed to fulfilling what God gave me birth to do. I resolved years ago that I would look only to God's word and the vision he put in my heart to know what I could accomplish. In this way, God's purpose and principles have determined what I am going to be and do rather than my own fears or other opinions. Yes, this is so true. So you need to be fully committed to your vision, fully committed to God's purpose, fully committed to that. You have to be determined. Are you committed to a vision that's bigger than your life? Like, it has to be. See, first of all, vision is big, and it's bigger than you. It's bigger than your life that you're leading. It's just bigger. Okay. It is just bigger than that. I'm going to talk about today seeking balance. Some people don't want to focus on the specific goal because they fear their lives might not be well balanced. Okay. It's a weird thing, but people do that. They say things such as, I don't really want to go after anything in particular because then I will be closing off other options. No, that's limiting yourself. You can't do that. Go for your vision. It opens up far more opportunities than you saying, I don't want to go for something because I'm going to limit the opportunity. That doesn't even make sense. So no. If you become too serious about something, it says, I might miss what I really want to do in life. No, you won't. You will have so much to do. You won't even have enough life to do everything that you want to do. That is how big vision is in your life. Another reason that, another obstacle to fulfilling vision is people are not specific about their visions, is that they're trying to do too much. Now, this is where I get caught here. I'm trying to do too many things. I have a lot of things in my head going on. I have a lot of vision. I have a lot of what I see, but I've got to narrow it down. Their problem isn't that they aren't hesitant about getting started, but they are running around attempting too many things. So I've had to get a planner. I actually have like 4 planners for different things to help me. Okay. Even though they are constantly constructing something. Okay. You could be a person that you're always working on something. You're always building something, but you're actually building nothing at all because you never complete anything. How many of you have uncompleted projects, uncompleted things? They're not finished. That is a problem. Why does this happen? Because most people make the mistake of believing that the main goal in life is to stay busy. No, it's not. It's not to stay busy. I'm just going to tell you this is a pet peeve of mine. This one right here, this staying busy. I am busy, but I'm not too busy for people. I'm not too busy to take time for people. And this is what really bothers me. Yet, this way of thinking is a trap. Busyness does not, I want to make sure I read this exactly for you. It does not necessarily equal progress. Staying busy does not necessarily mean that you are heading toward a specific destination. It doesn't. I have learned this very important truth that has set me free from both indecision and ineffective busyness. I was not born or created to do everything. We've got churches, we've got people, we've got businesses, we've got whatever. People are doing way too much and they're not hitting a target well. So you've got to look at your life and go, where am I just too busy? It's not about just staying busy. When people hear, oh, you're busy, you actually probably are ineffective. You're probably not accomplishing at full speed what you could be doing. So you have to really narrow that down and really think about it. Okay, what am I doing? Am I just far too busy? Are we too busy for people? Probably when somebody watches this video, the whole pandemic will be over, we hope. But there's a thing right now, like I'll be honest with you, I thought, okay, we're all on lockdown from the virus, from coronavirus, we're in a pandemic. There'll be more time for us all to connect and talk with people. Are you kidding me? I'm more isolated than ever. People aren't trying to talk to each other. No, we're not having more connection. We're more disconnected than we've ever been. People are completely isolated to themselves. Hello, Millicent. Yes, I mean, it's just not, it's not what I thought. I thought, well, God, we'll be able to talk more on the phone, see more people. That's not what's happening. That is literally not what's happening. So being busy, is not necessarily a good thing. Take time for relationships. Remember, I said you don't get your vision alone in isolation. You don't get it that way. You've got to be, just because you're busy doesn't mean you're productive. It doesn't mean you're actually hitting the target. You're doing something. So you're going to have to say, okay, what am I doing? Do I need to do all of this? That's the one thing that I remember specifically about Myles Munroe is he said he was a master at one or two things, not everything. Okay. So remember, you are not born to do everything. Stay in your lane. Do what you're called to do in your lane. Okay. Another obstacle is being perplexed over multiple talents. Okay, some of you have multiple things you can do. I'm multi-talented. There's a bunch of things I can do. So how do you cipher through that? Some people never pursue their true vision because they have the problem of being multi-talented or being able to do many things. Yes, this is an issue for a bunch of people. A misunderstanding of their gifts causes many talented and intelligent people to be ineffective and unsuccessful in life. Okay, you have to narrow down what you're really called to do. You've got to narrow that down. Really narrow that down. I have many interests. I have many interests. You have many interests. As a result, we don't develop a proficiency in anything in particular. Okay. Myles Munroe says in here that he's a teacher, a preacher, a speaker, and a writer. He can paint, sculpt, write, and play music. See, most people didn't know that about him. However, he has had to focus on specific gifts in order to be effective in life. So which gifts make you most effective? Okay, I can cake decorate just like a cake at Sam's or Publix, but I don't do that as a business. I can make quilts, but I don't really do that as a business. Okay, I'm not as effective there as I am with speaking and writing and teaching. Okay, does that make sense? So look at where you are the most effective. You don't want to be a jack of all trades. That's not where you're trying to be. That's not where you're trying to be. Okay, I'm sure you know multi-gifted people. We all do. Who seem to have the best chances of success, but who aren't doing anything with their lives. I mean, we all know people like that. God, they're so gifted. But when we look at them, we're like, oh, they're not just really, successful in this one, that one, the fifth one, the sixth thing. No. It's because they're not focused. They're not proficient at any one of those 5 or 6 things. You won't lose the other gifts. Like I still have my other gifts. I'm making quilts down the side. I do, I still have the other gifts. I'm just not as proficient in them and I'm not using them to that ability. Decide which gifts you're going to stir up. As you stir that one up, the other gifts will follow. God will not waste what He has given you. He won't waste it. He won't waste that in your life. I still use my quilting. I make quilts for people. I still do that. Use your gifts, okay? Another obstacle is you don't recognize the cost of the vision. And vision is going to cost you. Vision is not free. Vision is seeing with the heart further than the eyes can see, and that is going to cost you to get there down the road. In reality, success comes in installments. It's not, when you see people that have overnight success, no, it wasn't overnight. And if it is, it will go away just as quickly as it came. Success and getting your vision comes in installments. It's in stages. It is in stages. It's a process. It is a process that happens. It's not something that comes overnight. So if you're looking for it quickly or a quick fix, that will not happen. That will absolutely not happen. All right. So that is all I wanted to share today on this. Let me give you this last statement. Often what causes us to not recognize and pay the cost of vision, okay, here's why, is the feeling that our lives are our own. It's the feeling that our lives are out of our own control and that there's nothing we can do to change it. So we feel like, oh, I don't have to pay the price for that. You will have to pay a price for your call, for your vision. It's not free. It will cost you money. It will cost you friends. It will cost you time. It will cost you relationships. It may cost you a marriage. You don't know what it will cost you, but you have to go into it and be willing to say, I will pay whatever price it is for my vision, my call, destiny in the earth for God's purpose, because that's really what it's about. And you have to keep going. You keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop what God has put in your heart to do. Because remember, I said in another one of these episodes, God placed eternity in the hearts of man. What you're called to do, it's already in you. Some of you even sense it. It's in you. So you need to step out and do all that's in your heart, but be proficient, be a master of something, even if you're multi-gifted. Millicent said, take time for relationships. I enjoyed time talking to you and fellowshipping with others during this time. Yes. I wish there were more of you, because most people, like in my circle, we're not taking time to talk. Nobody has time, not even in the evening. Nothing. I don't see my neighbors outside. No one's talking. I don't understand it. I thought, life is so slowed down right now that there would be more time to, really interact and talk with people. But it's not. People still just want to text. And they want to say, oh, I've got to go. Go do what? We've all been home for weeks. What are we going home? We're already at home. What are we going to do? That's just kind of where I am with that. I mean, I'm seeing clients, talking to people. I have some clients from my office, if they schedule with me. But life is slow. Work is slow. Clients are slow right now. Work is slow. But I thought, okay, if I'm not seeing a few clients, then I'm talking to people. But we're not having a lot of conversation with people or our neighbors. And we need to. We need to be doing that. So that's a great, great way. Your vision's not isolated. All right. So y'all have a great day. This was lesson 12, or day 12, not lesson 12, day 12. And I'll be back tomorrow with day 13. Talk to y'all soon.